We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Chicago Cubs and the San Francisco Giants. Anthony Rizzo, the league's current home run leader, will look to add a long ball or two to his total next. Kevin Gausman, the native of Colorado, gets the start on the mound. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good performances. So he's going to look to turn things around in this one here today.
First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. Guys, you take a look at the Giants as they begin play here tonight. Fair to say they're not playing their best baseball right now. Losers of 5 of their last 6.
Yeah, Matty V, it hasn't been a very good homestand. And D-Row, through the first 5 games of this set, 1-4, that's not going to get it done at this level.
Yeah, and have lost in a variety of ways, whether it be on some bad pitching, some mistakes in the middle of the zone, untimely defense, not swinging the bats well. They have to find a way to get this win today. You got to be paying attention as an offense in a hitter's meeting in this situation. When you got a guy on the mound that you know the bottom can drop out of any pitch he throws, you have to elevate your sights.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Back goes Yastrzemski. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
Batting second, the shortstop, Nico Hoerner.
The next Cub up, Nico Hoerner, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. And he takes ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. A dive, and he knocks it down. Throw will not be in time at first. A good effort that time, but not enough to prevent them from getting a 1-out base runner.
The first baseman, number 44.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. He was an offensive force in the first half and currently sits atop the league's home run leaderboard.
Yeah, Matty, he got off to such a hot start. He was able to relax and just be himself, and he has been absolutely killing the baseball.
Ready with the 0-1. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Pence has a read on it. 2 down. So it's a runner at first with 2 gone, and that'll bring up one of the better clutch hitters on the landscape, David Bote. As a look, now the pitch. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. Pitch out, nothing doing. Hoerner, a runner at first with 2 gone. And he misses again, ball 3.
That's a great call right there. Fastball away with a guy who's got some jets on first base. Almost like a hybrid pitch out. Great for a catcher if that guy's running. Easy transfer throw to second base.
Set. Here's the 3-1. Swung on and missed. That strike 2.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
Got him swinging as he runs the fastball by him to end the inning. 1 left for the Cubs. And now we'll see what the Giants can do. No score. Jose Quintana, the Colombian native, gets the call to start this one. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, I'm really excited to watch this guy in this one. He strung together a solid season up to this point. ERA in the low 2s, and that's not an easy thing to do in this day and age of high-scoring games and home runs and teams filled with guys that get hit throughout the lineup. This is a really good pitcher.
Digging in, Wilmer Flores. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. There's a good breaking ball as it gets the bottom of the zone. Well, guys, as we look at the Cubs coming into play here tonight, they're definitely in a nice stretch as they've won 6 of their last 7 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, this team finds itself with a huge lead, double digits right now, and climbing, playing really good baseball. Some people will say, oh, you don't want to have that big a lead, you start resting on your laurels. I look at it the other way, man. You've earned the right to kind of get some guys off their feet if the manager wants to. There's a lot of different ways you can go about it. This team's focused and playing really good baseball. I would not worry about it. Keep pushing the throttle.
And here's a look at the hometown Giants starting lineup in this one. What's the key for a home victory tonight, Dero?
Well, I was fortunate to play 2 years in this ballpark and call it my home. And one thing I'll tell you is, as a right-handed hitter, get going opposite field into the bay out of your head, because it's not happening. You have to keep the line drive approach, and this park plays 2 different ways. Day game, the ball will fly a little bit to left. Night game, stay on the attack, stay big part of the field, up the middle the other way, and you'll have success.
And he held up in time, but it's strike 3 called, and there are 2 down.
You know, I'm not quite sure how that strikeout will be scored, looking or swinging. He tried to check his swing, but I'm pretty sure the home plate umpire was ringing him up regardless.
Here's the right fielder, Hunter Pence. As the first pitch sinker misses to him, it's ball 1. He comes in with that average down in the 240s. 13 home runs and 42 runs batted in. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. And now a fastball, but he's able to hold off on it, and it's 2-1 now. Fouled off. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Giants down in order. We are still scoreless. Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. He's a long ball threat, of course, currently number 4 in the National League home run race.
Hey, Dero, up steps one of the best power hitters in the game, and actually, he hit one out of the ballpark in his last game.
Yeah, and I hear you talk about all the time they come in bunches for the power hitters, and that's certainly the case right here. Better be very careful throwing anything.
Oh, and it eats him up a bit. Stepping up now, Kyle Schwarber. He comes into this one 6th in the National League in home runs.
Man, this guy's been in fuego lately. A boatload of homers over his last 10 games.
Yeah, usually, Dan, guys get hot throughout the course of the season, but not like this. Hot and hot with damage.
And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. That evens it up 1-1.
Halfway to the plate, this hitter's wondering why he even pulled the trigger on that. His hands feel like he's being stung by wasps right now.
And it's fouled away. A runner at first with no outs here. And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
It's not that easy to make a good hitter look that bad, but that's what happens when you can bring that fastball and ride it in on the inner half of the plate right there. You can get some pretty ugly swings.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
1-0.
Now here's a slider that can't quite get back to the outside corner. It's ball 1. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. But he's going to get there as he runs it down on the warning track for the 2nd out of the inning. And as the second baseman, Jason Kipnis. His career numbers against Kevin Gausman, just a 3 for 13 batting line. And a ball 1-0. And facing right-handed pitching so far this season, Kipnis brings a batting average in the low 220s to the table.
He'd be the first to tell you he's not happy with his batting average this season, but he can beat you in a variety of different ways, and he has to because he wouldn't be here otherwise.
2-1 after the foul ball there. Grounded softly to the right. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Cubs strand one. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Bottom of the inning now, and next to bat will be the outfielder, Mike Yastrzemski.
Mike Yastrzemski.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a fastball's in there for strike one. Hard hit at third. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
Okay, here's how the Cubbies are lining up defensively. And this team, they're not going to be moving around as much as some of the new age teams. The shifting and moving the third baseman over second base and the right fielder to play third base. This is going to be your stationary team, trusting pitchers to execute pitches.
In is the third baseman, Evan Longoria, as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. He comes in with that average down in the 240s. 5 homers and 29 driven in. And he falls behind 0-2. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Left fielder is on the move. He gets there, and that's the second out. So coming to the plate, Brandon Crawford will try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Fouled away. Quintana into the windup. Here it is on 0-1. Good pitch on the black. That was the sinker for a strike.
Yeah, if he's going to pound the zone with this stuff all game, the offense better step up. Somebody's going to have to pull a trigger a little bit earlier in the count.
A ball and 2 strikes now. Bottom of the second here with no score. And he fouls this one off. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Giants are down 1-2-3. We'll move to the third with no score. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Jose Quintana. 9-1-2 due up. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike.
Hey, that's the modern game right now. North-south. Elevate that high fastball and bury stuff in the dirt. Completely different from the east-west we came up playing.
Ready with the 0-2. Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the 2-seamer, and that's out number 1.
Anytime a pitcher locates a fastball on the inside corner, it's going to be a tough pitch to hit. That one was spot on, and he had no answer for it.
So that'll bring up Jason Hayward. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. Hayward, or often just J-Hay. He was a first-round pick back in the draft of 2007.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. And a swing and a miss. Does that look like self-defense there? It's 2-2.
Boy, that's a jam shot right there. That's as good as it gets, in my opinion. Woo, up and in.
Fouled off. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that nearly broke our scoreless tie. Instead, it's a foul ball. Weighing inside with that one, a pretty easy take there.
You can certainly tell at bats like this one frustrate the heck out of a pitcher. But you got to find a way to stay composed and execute your plan.
And that'll find its way into right field for a one-out single.
Boy, talking about making a pitcher work, D-Row. 8-pitch at bat finally leads off to a base hit.
I got to be honest with you. After the 7th pitch, you start to get in auto swing mode. He could have thrown the rosin bag and he would have took a hack at it. So hats off to him, not only battling for 8 pitches, but getting a result.
And it's fouled away. High in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. The 0-2 pitch. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone. Ready for another chance? Anthony Rizzo. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. First pitch of the at-bat. Not even close on that swing. No balls and a strike. 1-1 the count to the Cubs first baseman. 3rd inning, no score to this point. Popped him up. And he will indeed make the play in foul territory to retire the side. The 2010 National League Rookie of the Year Buster Posey will start things out after the break. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3, and we are tied 0-0.
Welcome back as the Giants look to get their bats going in the 3rd inning, and you can say they've been trying to do that pretty much all year. Entering the day, they ranked near the bottom of the league in batting average, on-base percentage, and slugging. So it's clear this is a work in progress. One player told me before the game, it's a difficult thing to go through. We're all competitive guys, and we believe in ourselves, but we're obviously not getting the results we need. Now, one coach told me that despite the numbers being what they are, he's seeing a lot of development happening, so he's optimistic about what the future holds, especially for some of their younger players. Back to you, Matt.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. First delivery to him on the way. That softly hit to right. Will that get down? Kipnis ranging into the outfield. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
The first baseman, Brandon.
Here's the first baseman, Brandon Belt. Fouled away. The windup and the 0-1. Curveball fooled him there as he's way out in front.
Yeah, flip a coin right here. I don't know what you sit on. Fastball in, then a breaking ball down and away. Pick your spot and go with it.
Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2. Coming to the plate now, Kevin Gausman. This guy is still looking at a 0 in the hit column. Hit down the 3rd baseline. Quintana's ready. Here's the 0-1. Late decision to swing that time, and as a result, it's 0-2. Giants are still searching for their first hit of the ballgame. And a sinker, called strike 3 as he's rung up and the side is retired. Giants down in order. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. New inning set to get underway, and that'll give way to the 3rd baseman, David Bodie.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these 2 teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. And he's behind now as he missed badly on that swing. 1-2.
Made him look silly with that one.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Yeah, and if you get a guy flailing at a pitch like that, heck, you're going to go out there and throw that same pitch till he proves he can lay off of it.
So a full count now. Wilson Contreras waits on deck. On the Extends nicely, and this ball's driven to right field and deep. And he's going to have room to put this one away, and that's the first out. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Wilson Contreras. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Way behind that pitch. It's 0-1. Contreras has done the job, and the fans have rewarded him as he got to represent his league over the All-Star break.
Anytime you can change the scoreboard with one swing at a bat, and this guy can certainly do that, the fans are going to act accordingly. Very deserved that the fans would vote him into the All-Star game.
And rarely do you see a player of his caliber fooled that badly, but he was tied up in knots that time. 2 away now.
Kyle Schwarber.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Kyle Schwarber is in for the second time now as he looks at a ball inside. 1-0. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. Here it comes. Pulled toward right center field. Slater's on his horse, but he's not going to get this one. It's into the gap, and he will pull into second with a 2-out double.
Yeah, this one was starting to look like it was going to be one of those 1, 2, 3 easy innings, but now all of a sudden they have the go-ahead run standing out there at second base after the 2-out double. Big moment here.
And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. 1-0 the count. 1-0. Here it is.
2-0.
Now you can see he's working around this guy right here. Why not? First base is open. Walk wouldn't be the worst thing in this spot.
The 2-0. Lifted in the air to center. Slater's under it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Danger averted following the 2-out double. The three of us return with more Wednesday Night Baseball after this. Digging in, Wilmer Flores back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
The windup and the 0-1. Good curveball there, gets the swing and miss. Flores is unlike many of today's hitters in the sense that he doesn't have a lot of swing and miss in his approach at the plate. More often than not, he gets contact, and I'm sure that makes him a frustrating hitter to face from a pitcher's standpoint.
You know, he takes his chances when he has count leveraged. Without question, 1-0, 2-0, you'll see this guy try and get nasty a little bit, but he stays within himself. He knows what his strengths are, and he tries to drive the ball right back where it came from.
And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
That's just quality pitching right there for that strikeout. As we look at all 5 pitches, notice the location, all 5 down in the zone. Some guys are real good low ball hitters, but more often than not, keeping the ball down is going to lead to a lot of success on the mound.
So that brings up the outfielder Austin Slater, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Slater, who cleverly has the nickname AC, he was an 8th round selection during the 2014 draft.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
And oh, a big rip at the curveball, but he didn't get it, and he becomes the second casualty of the inning. Now at the plate, Hunter Pence. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. Count now a ball and a strike. And he fouls this one off. And he got another one here. He strikes out the side. He set down 5 in a row via the punch out, and the inning is over. Giants are down 1, 2, 3. Through 4. Still tied, 0-0. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far, and he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said their pitch selection has been the main reason for their struggles today, as far too often they've been swinging at pitches outside the strike zone. That's leading to a lot of soft contact and easy outs. So the focus going forward is on shrinking the zone and forcing the opposing pitching to throw more strikes.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Kipnis, or Kip for short. He was taken in the 2nd round back in the 2009 MLB draft.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on a superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
First pitch on its way. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1. Good zip on that one as he just throws it by him for strike 1. The 1-1. That's softly hit to right. Will that get down? Yes, it will. He's got himself a 1-out single.
Hey, you talk about having a game right here. This guy's working on a no-no, and he mixed in a knock. How would you like to be on the mound knowing you got more hits than the opposition? You haven't given up anything.
Here's Jason Hayward now. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. A 1 pitch on its way. A swing and a high drive to right center field. Slater looking up. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. A 2-run home run that time for Jason Hayward. Home run number 42 on the season as the Cubs are out in front now 2-0.
Hey, I know we're not sitting up here with a crystal ball, but that swing right there, although in the middle innings, could be the deciding factor. And we could be looking back at this one when it's all said and done.
Now batting.
So now to the plate, Nico Horner, as he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball 1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Now this one is blasted to left field, and there's no doubt about it. Back-to-back jacks. A solo shot here to left. Home run number 9 on the year, and the Cubs have taken a 3-0 lead.
Another excellent swing right there. That's multiple home runs in the same inning. Watch yourself. You're missing over the heart of the plate.
And that'll bring Anthony Rizzo to the plate.
Anthony.
As he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. No hits to this point. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside.
Now for 4 innings, he was great. But here in the 5th, he looks like a completely different guy out there. That happens a lot when a pitch.
Oh, could it be 3 in a row? Back goes Pence. Gone! You got to be kidding me. Back-to-back-to-back home runs. A solo home run here for Anthony Rizzo. Number 43 on the year for him. And with it, the Cubs have moved out in front now 4-0.
You want to certainly drive home runs out of the ballpark, then you better get on the gas. And that's what he did right there. That fastball was not sneaking by him.
Into the box now, David Bodie. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike 1.
This lineup has a chance to knock this guy right out of the game. 4 runs in the inning, and they smell blood.
Boy, Dero, you hit the nail right on the head right now. This is a team that can score some runs. They have a pitcher that's reeling right now. They need to knock him out and knock him out ASAP.
Now at the plate, Wilson Contreras. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Swing and a miss on the slider, 0-1. And it's quickly 0-2. 4 runs here in this half inning. Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2.
Lots of hits given up, but so far no walks. At least he's making them work to get on base. Problem is,
and we'll have to leave it there, as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. So 4 runs in the inning, but of note there was that they came on the strength of 3 home runs. Last half of the 5th coming up. The Cubs lead this one 4-0. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. Between innings, I was able to discuss the current state of the Giants lineup with their manager, Gabe Kapler. And he told me, overall, he's not happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They haven't had a single guy on base yet, so it's starting to feel a little desperate down here. But he said they've unfortunately just been faced with some really great pitching today. The key going forward is to find any way they can to get him out of his rhythm on the mound. Now, that may be a tall task, but they feel the little adjustments could lead to things turning around for them.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up, as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you see there, and that's the first hit in this one for the Giants.
Nothing fires me up more than watching an offensive player stay inside a baseball and drive it the other way.
Brandon Crawford.
Here's the shortstop, Brandon Crawford, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And there's a line drive, base hit to left field. Throw comes into third now, so they're at the corners here with only 1 out.
boy, there's a bullet base hit right there, but you have to hold there, Devo, to make sure that gets down and isn't caught for a line drive double play.
Yeah, you have to play the game right there and respect the infield and respect the line drive. I know he wants to get a ribby for his buddy, but that's the way the game's played.
And now he'll foul this one off as well to fall behind here. No balls and 2 strikes. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
That's a ball.
And he'll try to get him to chase the fastball there, but he lays off 1-2.
You know, there aren't many guys that could just spit on an 0-2 pitch like that. Maybe it fooled him. We won't ever know, but it worked out.
Hit back up the middle. He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in. The runner from third comes across to score as they try and chip away at the deficit.
You know, they finally pushed a run across here. Yesterday, they were shut out, so anytime they can score, it's almost like throwing a party.
Yeah, Dan, no kidding. Look in that dugout, looked like there was steam coming out of the hitting coach's ears right there. They had to get the offense going. Maybe that's the breakthrough they needed.
Into the box, Brandon Belt, as he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. 1 run on 3 hits, and no errors on the Giant ledger to this point. Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. Oh, and he's really got the strikeout pitch working now as he notches number 9 in the ball game.
Man, this guy's on his game today, not only when he's throwing strikes, but how about the amount of strikeouts? And what's even more impressive, no walks up to this point. So he's pounding that zone with strikes, and he's making these hitters swing the bat.
Abiatel Avelino will see what he can do off the bench as he'll bat with runners at the corners and 2 gone here. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Looks at a sinker there that drops in 1-1. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. 1-2 now.
The problem for the batter now is he's gotten so inside conscious after those first 2 pitches. Anything on the outer half of the plate's going to look.
Threw it right past him. A swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. Giants will have to be content with just the one. 5 innings complete. The Cubs are on top 4-1. Marlene Garcia is on his way into the ballgame now as he'll be making his 50th appearance of the year. So striding forward now, Kyle Schwarber, 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. And that's cut on and missed, 0-1. And it looks now like a right-hander's getting hot in the Giants bullpen. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Hey, not normally a good plan to throw 3 consecutive sliders in a row. This guy's slider is so good, I think he might throw it again.
Made a miss on the off-speed pitch that time. Kyle Schwarber goes quietly leading off the 6th inning.
Ian Happ.
And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
I'm going to need to see a better game plan out of the hitter right here. That ball was at his eyes.
Fastball laid off well below the knees. 6th inning, 4-1 is our score. Happ with a 2-1 count now. High pop up. Longoria is under it. And he brings it in for the 2nd out of the inning.
Now that
2 away now for the Cubs in the 6th. And standing in now, the power-hitting 2nd baseman, Jason Kipnis. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Hard on the ground toward short. Crawford fields it cleanly. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs, but they lead it 4-1. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Wilmer Flores. And through 5 turns at bat, they've only mustered a total of 3 hits. Not terrible, but they're certainly not firing on all cylinders.
Well, it's getting a little bit too late in this game if this continues like this. In today's game, with so many dominant bullpen arms, you certainly don't want to wait until the 8th or 9th to try to wake the bats up.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. A ball and a strike to the Giants leadoff man.
1-1.
Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. There to take it in is Kipnis, and there's 1 away. Ready once again, Austin Slater. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. 1 out, nobody on. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
His command has been outstanding so far, hitting nearly all of his spots, and that's been a big factor why he's been so successful up to this point.
He struck him out, the 3rd time he's fanned in the game.
It's been a rough night at the yard for him. That's 3 times he's gone down on strikes in this one. So they've really figured out how to attack this guy.
Stepping in now, Hunter Pence. And it's grounded just foul down the line. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Quintana's ready. 0-1 on its way. Pitch is popped up. Rizzo has room in foul territory, and that's the 3rd out. Giants down in order. They trail it 4-1. Trevor Cahill is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 53, Trevor
So here now's the pitcher, Jose Quintana. He singled his last time up.
Yeah, he showed like a little prowess with the bat right there, Dan. I'd be surprised if they don't attack him a little bit more carefully this AB.
Boy, that's just about in the catcher's glove there. It's 0-2.
You have to find a way to lay off that low sinker. There is just no way to do any damage. You're just looking at either a bruised shin or a ground out to the left side.
The 0-2 once more. Is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 3.
Boy, there's the perfect pitch right there. The straight changeup. He hadn't used it yet in this at bat, and what does he do? He uses it, pulls the string, and gets the big strikeout.
In now, Jason Hayward. And there's a swing and a miss at an off-speed pitch to start him out. 0-1. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now.
Hey, you guys know me. Hitting's a process of elimination, and I'm eliminating the changeup this next pitch. I'm on everything else.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen. Nico Hoerner will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here. A solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ballgame to this point.
Hey, he's looking to punch out the side right here. And if this guy's going to do him favors and swing outside the zone, that's exactly what's going to happen.
Here's a bouncing ball headed for Crawford at short. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as the side is retired. Cubs are down in order as they hold on to a 4-1 lead. Now the Giants' number 4 batter, Mike Yastrzemski, due up are the 4, 5, and 6 hitters, and they're hoping that this is the part of the lineup that can get something going.
Yeah, only 1 run on the board so far for them. They just haven't had consistently good at bats.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Hey, there's an old saying in baseball, you need to take a strike in this spot. Well, he got one there. Now he just needs to find a way to get on.
Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now.
There's another pitch for a strike, and this guy's really attacking hitters well tonight, being aggressive early on. And if he continues to throw strikes like he is, he's going to have a pretty good night.
And he's just rolling right now, and even dozen strikeouts for him in the ballgame. Didn't mess around much in that at-bat, Dan.
No, that was pretty impressive, Matt. I really like a pitcher that trusts and works off his fastball. And right there, he decided he didn't need to use anything else. 3 straight heaters and go grab some bench.
Standing in now, Evan Longoria. As he'll take a changeup here for strike 1.
What a performance so far. Throwing first pitch strikes to 90% of the batters. It's hard to get any better than that.
Fouled off. Can't quite get around in time to keep it fair, and it remains 0-2. 0-2 count, and the pitch. Got him. As he just continues to mow down these hitters. 13 strikeouts now. Brandon Crawford digging in next. He was a strikeout victim his first trip and then collected a base hit his last time around. Had him reaching that time. It's strike 1.
I think when a team starts struggling, certainly offensively, it's just guys try and play above their pay grade. Know who the best players are in the lineup and try and get on base to set them up.
And it's fouled away. We're in the 7th now. 4-1 our score to this point. And he's going to add to the total. 14 punch-outs now as that ends the inning. Giants are down 1-2-3. And this is still a 4-1 ball game. Jondo Gustave has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 74. Yundell.
Striding in, Anthony Rizzo. He's gone deep again in this game despite facing some fierce competition on the mound.
Well, this is one of the premier power hitters in the game. He's already gone deep once in this game against great pitching.
Meanwhile now, this is a drive out to straightaway right field, and it's going to get out of here. A home run. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His second home run of the game as they stretch the lead to 5-1. Well, they've got the elevate and celebrate thing working in this one, guys. That was their fourth big fly of the game.
Matty V, D-Row, I don't know what you think, but this is like crazy. Fourth round triple of the game so far.
They're missing over the harder plate, not using the quadrants. In the hitters meeting, they focused on this stuff. They thought these guys could miss middle, and that's exactly what's happening.
He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. The 1-0 delivery. 2-0 now. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Row, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
You know he's probably cheating on that inside pitch after he got jammed earlier. If you're on the mound right now, you want to try to hit that outside corner, and there's a pretty good chance you'll get him to roll over something.
He loses him on ball 4. Next to hit will be Wilson Contreras. He went down on strikes last time up. First offering on its way. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss.
Big fastball is definitely this guy's MO coming out of the bullpen.
This is hit pretty well out to left field. Back goes Yastrzemski into the bleachers and gone. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. Home run number 39 on the season for him, as it's now a 6-run ball game. Sean Anderson comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. At the plate now, Kyle Schwarber. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far.
Schwarber.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. High in the air into shallow left center. And this will be taken in by Longoria for the first out.
The center fielder.
Striding in once again, Ian Happ. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. 3 runs already home here. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. And it's gone as they add still another. A solo home run here off the bat of Ian Happ. Number 36 on the year for him, as this is now a 7-run ball game. So now to the plate,
Now
Jason Kipnis.
The second baseman.
As he rips it on the ground to second. Throw gets him, 2 down. So striding in, Jose Quintana. 4th plate appearance for him tonight, and why not? He's been in control all game long. Line to the right side, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Hey, I've been impressed with this guy. Not only has he thrown the ball well, but now he's mixing in a base hit late in the game, giving his manager options. Whether or not he wants to pinch run, keep him in there, go to the relief. I mean, he's opened up a whole weaponry box for the manager.
Fouled away. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. Fastball runs in tight here, and it's 2-1. 8 runs on 12 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Bullet back up the middle. Slater is there, and he puts it away to stop the bleeding. So 4 runs on 4 hits, no errors and a runner left on. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. It's the Cubs 8 and the Giants 1. Here's Buster Posey now. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
0-1 count. Here it comes. This one's down to third. Reined in. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
Now back.
So stepping in, Brandon Belt. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch-outs will stick with you a little longer.
And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2.
Man, this dude is locked in on the mound. He's throwing each pitch with confidence.
And this is pop foul, but perhaps playable behind first. And this is going to get down. It's a foul ball. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game.
Yet another strikeout for him on the mound. And fellas, this has been one of his favorite victims tonight. That's the 3rd time he's sent him packing. So he's got him pretty well figured out. Not that the rest of this lineup has been much better.
Aramis Garcia will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. Ball 1, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. A ball and a strike.
That pitch looked like it could have been a little high, but he's been calling that pitch all night. Kind of rough for a pinch hitter, but I'm sure his teammates let him know that's where the zone has been.
A ball and 2 strikes.
1 and 2.
I mean, you look in the dugout right now, you see steam coming out of the hitting coach's ears. Somebody has to stay back and find a way to get knocked.
And he struck him out. 16 for the ball game, and the inning is over. Giants down in order. It's still an 8-1 ball game. Tony Watson enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. All set to start the 9th in this one, and stepping up as the shortstop, Nico Horner. And we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here, 0-1. Watson has proven to be a guy that throws strikes coming out of the pen and doesn't walk a lot of batters.
Boyd, every manager and pitching coach, Matty V, they love to bring a guy in that they know one thing. He's going to throw strikes and not beat himself, and this guy is certainly not afraid to attack the strike zone.
And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
The first baseman, number 40.
Trying to pick things up where he left off, Anthony Rizzo. He went deep last time up.
That last at-bat, that showed me something. It's not that easy to hit a changeup over 400-plus feet out of the ballpark. So this guy gets some good extension, strong wrist, and this guy's got some terrific bat speed.
Count even now at 1-1. Here's the pitch. Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Rizzo is retired, 2 down now.
the third baseman.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, David Bodie. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. From the stretch. High in the air down the right field line. On the move is Pence. And he makes the catch in the corner. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. And it remains an 8-1 ball game. So in now for San Francisco, Wilmer Flores starting things for his side in the ninth as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. But these guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
And he pumps the fastball by him at 94. It's 0-2.
Even though we're late into this ball game, this guy's velo is still top-notch. This guy's a horse.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Hayward coming on. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
The center fielder.
Settling in now, Austin Slater. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Fastball right back to the mound. And he'll just flip this on to first for the second out of the inning.
Now batting, right fielder.
At the plate, Hunter Pence. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory. And he gets ahead 0-1.
Shocked he didn't let it fly right there. Usually you're looking for a fastball elevated to get the party started.
And no offer that time from Pence as it evens the count at 1-1. Here's the pitch.
1 ball,
2 out, nobody on. Last strike here for the Giants. No offer that time, and it's back to 2-2 on the Giants right fielder.
Great take right there, but the last thing you want to do is be called out on strikes to end the game.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Hey, listen, in baseball, we don't see very many complete games any longer because of pitch counts. But listen, he was good from the first inning through the ninth. Well-deserved complete game victory.
8-1 is the final tonight. The Chicago Cubs used a nice 5th inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back. Jose Quintana records the victory, his 13th of the year, and it's a dandy, a complete game, 3-hit performance. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
On 12 hits, no errors. They left 5 men on base. For the Giants, 1 run on 3 hits, no errors. They left 2 men on base. The winning pitcher is Jose Quintana. His record now is 13-2. The loss goes to Kevin Gossman. He falls to 5-10. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 11 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
The trade deadline looms large. Welcome to Inside the Show. Looking first at the NL Central, Jose Quintana earned the win while punching out 17 batters as the Cubs took care of the Giants 8-1. He is currently in the top 5 in the NL in wins. The Atlanta Braves stopped their 6-game losing streak as they were winners in extra innings over the Reds 4-3. The Milwaukee Brewers put together 10 total hits as they got the best of the visiting Redbirds 7-6. Chris Archer grabbed his second win of the year, leading the Buccos to a win over San Diego 3-2. The Colorado Rockies grabbed 13 hits in the game as they stole a victory in extra innings over the Nationals 6-2. The Mets combined to allow only 4 hits as they defeated the visiting Yankees 3-0. The Diamondbacks pitched well, allowing only 3 hits as they defeated the visiting Fightin' Phils 8-1. The Miami Marlins hit 3 long balls as they took down the Rays in St. Petersburg 7-4. Keegan Aiken was victorious for the 5th time this season as the Orioles took down the Red Sox 2-0. The Tigers combined for 10 hits as a team as they beat the White Sox on the South Side 4-3. The Kansas City Royals finished off a 2-game sweep as they beat the Tribe in Cleveland 5-4. The Twins completed a short 2-game sweep as they got the best of the Dodgers at home 9-8. The Angels pounded out 17 hits in this one as they took down the visiting Blue Jays 15-5. The Rangers went deep 4 times as they bested the Mariners in Safeco Field 16-4. The Houston Astros combined to give up just 5 hits as they grabbed the win against the visiting Athletics 5-3. That's the show for today. Tune in tomorrow for all the latest news and rumors as the trade deadline approaches.